like you're doing it all alone and freaked out and stressed out can come from the wrong guide.
Moving forward with the Dekker team. Moving forward together with the Dekker team.
We are pretty excited that we've been able to create for you over 700 Life's Inside Track episodes. Like, that's a lot. And the great news is they're on insider tips, making house home, building wealth wisely, and really getting the most out of the money that you've worked so hard to earn. And so we're going to give you access to them for free at the Dekker Team channel of YouTube, as well as on our website, dekkerteam.com, or always, you can go to chri.ca or 99.1 FM on the dial. So you can get access to them pretty much all the time. Pretty neat. As we think about a guide and how they can either help you or hinder you, one of the huge impacts is the emotional toll. Not just the lack of confidence, but now the emotional toll, the freaked out, stressed out person, because the person you've hired isn't able to really help you navigate an already emotional situation. Buying and selling and investing is emotional, whether we like it or not, for almost all humans.
Yep. And I think when you got the wrong guide, it makes it heavier, could move you into overwhelm.
Yeah.
And when you move into overwhelm, Yetta, do you make great decisions? Do you make any decisions?
Well, I'll usually make bad decisions or no decisions. And I will normally be sharp. I'll be short. I'll be testy. I'll be demanding. And I might well paralyze and not do anything. So that was a lot of confession.
Yeah, that's an amazing thing because what we've recognized is when our client becomes short or testy or withdrawn, they are suffering from a little bit of emotional toil. And it might be from the transaction. It might not be. It might be personal. It might be family. It could be financial. It could be physical health. It could be whatever, right?
Right.
And so we have to take that with grace and step up our game even more with saying, okay, what does this person need, right? We got to read the situation.
And if the person you've hired to help you isn't giving you the confidence because they're not navigating it well, they don't have the lived experience to know how to work through the problems and the issues, you're going to have emotional trauma from the transaction. I mean, we can't always solve when somebody has it going on in their life for various reasons. We can help mitigate the impact of it. But really what we're talking about here is, does your guide, like, think about the guides you've had, because what they say in Zillow when they did a survey, 63% of buyers and sellers felt unsupported emotionally by their agent during their real estate transaction.
Interesting.
That's nuts.
Do you think it's because the real estate agent is more transactional than they are relational? Or do you think sometimes the client doesn't share a little bit of their struggle? Because there's a saying that a burden shared is a burden halved.
Right.
Like, where do you think some of the I was going to say fault, but I mean, where's the responsibility in that?
Where does it sit? I think it sits between both. But certainly if the guide that you've hired doesn't have the capacity to meet you in the emotional state of a regular real estate transaction, and now you're having to feel like you're leading, you're the one running the show, you feel alone because you're pulling the weight of this because they don't have the capacity to truly lead you through a real estate journey, then you're going to feel out of control emotionally for no good reason.
Absolutely.
That's lousy.
I think of a situation where, and whether it's in real estate, whether it's a lawyer, an accountant, a financial planner, if they're not bringing the ideas to you, and you have to be researching them and bringing them to them. Like I fired an accountant once because I said to them, well, I'm getting paid by Yetta through, and it was a tax thing, like a GST thing. And I said, couldn't I be a GST registrant, and when we do the income sharing, and then go simple method and actually save some tax money legally? And they said, oh yeah, you could do that. And I'm thinking, my accountant should be telling me these ways of saving tax money.
That's legit.
And otherwise is wasteful. And so I started looking for another accounting firm, and we've been with the one we're with now for probably 10 years. Mm-hmm. We pay a little more maybe, but the old saying, you get what you pay for. There
is some truth to that if you've done your research, right? For sure. So that's painful, and we don't want that for you. And so laying out the ability to hear your options, but not only hear your options, you hear us say on almost every segment that we've ever done in one form or another, that when you have clarity, when your options are clear and you have clarity, your wisdom will flow. I'm going to add a little thought process to that. And that is, can your guide give you an understanding of what the consequences are of each option? Because if you have your options, but you don't know what on earth it means, and you can't decipher it because you haven't helped over 3,117 families navigate real estate, maybe you can't explain it because you've maybe sold 10 homes, which is a lot. And yet you know all your options, and you know the consequences of your options.
Yeah, and that's why a clarity call is so important. And that's why we offer it for free. It's 15 minutes. Jump on our website at dekkerteam.com. Just go on there, book a call, and you're going to talk with Yetta or myself, and you're going to have a little conversation. We're going to give you kind of next step for you, right? And next step might be we meet for an hour or two and walk you through the process. But we won't know that, and you won't know that until you pick up the phone and talk with us for 15 minutes.
Right. Because when you don't do it, what can happen if you don't have a guide that really can navigate this journey with you, your anxiety increases. Unnecessary anxiety, unnecessary stress out. And we don't want that for you. Like yes, real estate's stressful. Like it just is, because it's your biggest single asset usually. It's something that is going to wear on your mind. It's going to risk robbing your peace of mind. But how do we reduce that challenge?
Yeah, and I think some of it is some people believe they should stay in control.
Yeah.
Right during the process. Yes, you've got the last decision. And it's really a partnership, right? It's we're in this together, and together we've got this. I think I've heard that somewhere before.
I think you've heard that somewhere before, because on every end of segment C, every single week, we talk about that when we're in this together, right? We really do got this, whatever it is. And it doesn't mean we're going to take all the power away from you. It means we're going to do it together.
Yeah. And that's what we're doing. We're clarifying your options, because when your options are clear, your wisdom will flow.
Moving forward with the Dekker team. Moving forward together with the Dekker team.